Now, I won't blame you if you can immediately see a little bit of that carnival inspiration. So opposites united, that's the design theme that they call it, right? Which is why you see that carnival inspiration right there. It aims to give the vehicle that upright stance, and what really contributes to that are these really big headlights that you see in the bumper. Now the DRLs are going to be right on the side. It's a refreshing change. We have often seen headlights in the bumper and then the DRLs forming the brow on top. They are not doing that here. The DRLs are vertical elements upright right next to the headlights, and the headlights themselves get that three-pot arrangement, the ice cube lighting pattern that Kia likes to call it. Now on the top end variant that you see here, you get these LED headlights, but on the lower end variants you're going to get a similar arrangement, a three-pot arrangement, but it's going to be halogens is what you're going to get there. Now that clearly contributes to that upright face or that imposing face that you get with the Syros. And the tiger nose is right there, but much lower now, more like a tiger chin, if I may put it that way. But you still get that design element. The digital tiger nose is what they call it here. So you've got pretty straight horizontal grid-like arrangement for the grille, the air dams, etc. No pronounced air dams down below in the bumper or on the sides, and even the fog lights don't find a separate place in the bumpers. It's all going to be a part of that housing right there. You get that clamshell bonnet on top, and then you get this gloss black applique right beneath to break the monotony. If that wasn't there, it probably would have looked quite drab with all that body color out there. Now there will be different colors on offer. This is going to be the signature shade, and I think this one looks quite nice. What do you think about the design though? Let me know in the comments. You can start commenting right away. You also get a camera in the front that you see here, and you are going to get 4 parking sensors in the front as well. You also see that satin finished insert in the bumper to replicate the look of a rugged skid plate. A matching finish for the Kia logo as well. And then once we look at the side profile of the car, that angular profile continues, that angular design theme continues. Look at the wheel arches. Now they integrate with that headlight element. The glasswork extends all the way back, very neatly goes into the wheel arch. The wheel arch itself, nice and boxy. A very different design than what we've seen from any of the Hyundai or Kia cars so far. Let me give you an even wider look at the side profile, and all those angular elements are clearly visible out here. You will also notice that the window line is pretty tall, and the shape of the windows also mimics that angular design theme quite well. Like this kink that you see in the driver's side window, I think it's quite nicely done. You also get a kink here in the rear, and then it all flows into that big quarter glass at the rear. And again, matching the design theme are those satin finished rub rails that you see on the side that basically highlight and give it a chunky rocker panel on the side to again accentuate that rugged feel. And on top you're going to get these chunky roof rails as well. You'll also see a shark fin antenna, and you will see that big glass panel right there, but we'll talk about that once we get into the cabin. Moving to the rear, now you see these really high tail lights, very high mounted tail lights. You get a high mounted stop lamp as well. So especially in traffic, this is going to be quite good. People are going to immediately notice your car, and they will know when you're coming to a halt much easier. So that is a nice design element. But what do you think about the overall tail section? I think that is also quite nicely designed, especially these panels that you see here. These integrate the turn blinkers, the reversing lamps down below, a big reflective element, and then more textured glass panels on the side. Again, gelling into the rear wheel arch, mimicking the effect that we saw at the front. A big chunky lower part is what you get on the bumpers. Again, that skid plate mimicking effect is what you get. And you also see that low fog light put right there. You will see the reversing lamp here. Again, 4 reversing sensors or parking sensors is what you get here. And you get the Syros badging, the Kia badging right here, and the transmission badging, because this is equipped with the 7D CT. I'm going to come to that in a bit. You again get a really big chunky fuel filler cap, and you will again get a close-up of those angular wheel arches right here. Now the wheels, diamond cut wheels, or Kia likes to call them crystal cut alloy wheels. You're going to get 3 sizes. The base variant is going to get 15s, the mid variants will get 16s, and the top end that you see here gets 17 inches. Again, a very interesting design theme going on there with the wheels. Again, continues to mimic that angular styling, right? So I think it's quite nicely done. It's a refreshing change from the typical designs that we've seen with many of the Hyundai and Kia cars. What I also like are these flush mounted door handles. That's something again coming in from the premium range of cars. Many people like it, and now they have done that here as well. So the other bit you will notice is that the wing mirrors, nice and chunky. They also get the integrated turn blinkers, and down below you will see cameras, because this also gets you a 360-degree camera setup. A big quarter glass right next to the wing mirrors, and that should definitely aid in cornering visibility. But we'll know that once we are driving the car. But here's a look at the Syros once again from the outside. Let me know, what do you think? I think the stance is really nicely done. Now this will not be offered in dual tone combinations, so no black roofs, white roofs, etc. At least as of now. There will be 8 monotone colors on offer, and the color that you see here, the frost blue is what they call it, that is going to be the signature. So that's the design. Now let's go into the cabin and check out what that looks like. Let us step into the cabin now. So that is how the flush door handle opens on this car. And you will see that the driver's side gets electrical adjustments. Again, something that we've seen in cars like the Venue and the Sonnet. So you get adjustability for the recline and the reach. Right, so now let's get into the cabin. They've done a lot of matting here. That's all accessories. So let's not talk too much about that, but you get these metal line pedals, and this is the automatic, so you only get 2 pedals over here. Now, stepping in, the first thing you're going to notice, the new Kia steering wheel. So you get this Kia lettering, which is a bit offset. All the controllers are sort of familiar. So you have your telephony and all your music controls right here. And then you get a drive mode selector, and it's a really sporty looking switch that you get here. And you get 3 driving modes, that's Eco, Normal and Sport, which is quite nice. And then you also get the traction modes. Yes, in a sub-4 meter car, you're getting traction modes. So you have snow, mud and sand, depending on which kind of terrain you are driving on.